Good afternoon. This video is going to be on the story of CRPS. How each one of us who suffers from CRPS has got a story to tell in an effort to help ourselves and, more importantly, in an effort to help others who might be fighting CRPS. Now, every good story has got a beginning, a middle, and an end. The beginning of your CRPS story is obviously the injury or whatever situation it was that caused your CRPS and the diagnosis from CRPS and the problems that CRPS is causing in your daily life. We've all fought through that. Don't let that be the only chapter of your story that you get to tell. I see this far too often on social media. People just focus on the problem, taking photos of their affected limbs, posting about the problems that they have with their doctor or others or family members, and they leave it at that. That's doing yourself a huge disservice. The middle part of your story should be about what you're doing to try to fight it. Any treatments that are working for you. What are you doing for your diet? What are you doing for your emotional well-being? What are you doing for your mental toughness? And what are you doing for professional help to help combat CRPS? That middle part is huge in your success against this disease. The end part of your story might seem insignificant to some, but that end part is going to be the success that you've had in battling CRPS. And maybe something really small, and maybe something really monumental. Don't forget to always appreciate the end part of your story and let people know about it. What may be insignificant to you might mean a whole lot to somebody else. And that's why it's really important for us to have that complete story in an effort to raise the awareness of CRPS and help others who are just beginning on their story in CRPS. Now, I'll give you a quick example of how this works for me. I just got back into town after a long out-of-town work stint, and I injured my knee towards the end of that work stint. Nothing serious, but immediately I could start to feel some of those symptoms of the CRPS creep back into my residual limb, making it impossible for me to wear my socket, so I'm stuck on these things for a week. I could have stayed in bed like I was at the beginning of the week. I just felt sorry for myself. Pull the sheets over my head and just let that be it. And I could have posted about that on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or whatever. But that wasn't going to help me, and it sure as heck wasn't going to help anybody else. The middle part of my story was me fighting through it, going to see my prosthetist to get my socket adjusted, going to see my physiotherapist to see what her thoughts were on my situation, eventually getting some of their feedback and their solutions led me to still go to the dentist, even though I was on these things, still went to my dentist, got that all taken care of, and at the end of the week I even went shopping. So they say women only like to shop, guys like to shop too. So that was my success for this week. Topped it off with this morning, woke up, felt pretty energized. It was stormy weather, but every time there was a break in the weather, got outside, did a few walks up and down the driveway, and even went to a local park. That might be kind of a tiny success, but it is a success nonetheless. And that is the end of my story. Next week we'll bring another story. Hopefully I'm back at work. Hopefully my leg is fitting properly, and I can get back to being gainfully employed. So that is my thoughts on this topic. Hopefully that helps you out, and let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, take care.